Hey, what's up guys? This is Jeff with Gamestork, and it's time for your Nintendo Switch Gamestork Daily News. Gamestork, delivering news, reviews, and playthroughs like a newborn baby. So, jumping right in, I guess the first thing we need to talk about is the fact that Sonic Mania has hit the Nintendo eShop today, and it's really good. It hit yesterday in Europe, today obviously in North America, and it's really good. So far I'm enjoying my time with it a lot. There are some technical issues with it though, and this looks like it's only on the Nintendo Switch. Now, multiple users have experienced issues while taking screenshots, accessing the home menu, and also using the power button. Now, the response times are either slow or completely non-existent. Now, I've honestly experienced this too. I've noticed a big lag whenever you're trying to hit the home menu, put the system into sleep, or something like that while you're playing Sonic. It takes a good while. So this is something that I don't really know what the deal is, but it looks like they're might be a fix on the way, that maybe they are working on that and trying to get that taken care of. The only thing about this game is that's that, and the fact that, hey, it's just really cool to have Sonic back, right? It's kind of hard to find like what exactly to say about it, because this thing hits me as far as nostalgia is concerned, brings me right back to my childhood. And this game is just as good as the originals. It is a wonderful ode to those games. And if you're on the fence about purchasing Sonic Mania, and if you like Sonic, go ahead and purchase this. Now, as far as the technical analysis, Digital Foundry has returned with this new technical analysis. This time it's Sonic Mania that receives the focus, as they always do some game. Now, the first part of the video they showed had Sonic Mania from an evolution, from the original game in the series. There were many techniques and subtle improvements that were used, and most people probably didn't even notice. Part of this duo to Sonic Mania featuring aspects weren't possible during the Sega Genesis days. So Sonic Mania features full object scaling and rotation, for example. The special stages here have much smoother frame rate. Also included are additional background planes, a much broader color palette, a more complex sprite work, and more. Regarding Switch specifically though, the game does run mostly well. Now, just like a lot of other games that are out right now, you might not be surprised to find out that this game, Sonic Mania, runs at a consistent 60 frames per second, aside from the 3D bonus stages, where it seems like the frame rate dips just slightly below 60. So, for the most part, this is a 60 frame per second game, and Digital Foundry also said that they either didn't have the issues that, we just talked about, or maybe it just hasn't happened yet, as, from where they are in playing the game, testing the game, and things like that. So it looks like they haven't experienced those yet. I can say that those issues are true, they are real, because I have personally experienced those, and still, as a matter of fact, when I just put my system into sleep mode to come and record this, it did the same thing over and over again. So if you're looking forward to Mario Odyssey, and you're one of those people who you're like, okay, well, I want to find everything, but maybe I need some help. Well, good job for you. Explore on your own. Don't do it. Anyway, Super Mario Odyssey is getting an official guide, which is including a collector's edition. Now, Primos continued their relationship with Nintendo for another big guide, and when Super Mario Odyssey launches at the end of October, it'll be accompanied by this new guide. The guide will come in two versions. Amazon lists a standard release as well as a collector's edition. The former is at 320 pages and paperback, while the latter is 336 pages and hardcover. Now, in terms of what the guide offers, it's a bit of a mystery. We don't really know right now. It will obviously include gameplay information and tips, but Amazon description hasn't updated, and I'll keep an eye on that to see exactly where it goes. If you are interested in getting a collector's guide, though, I say collector's guide because at this point, you can find a lot of this information online. So if you are purchasing this, it's probably the collector in you wanting to do that, and that's okay. That's cool. I wouldn't mind having all these books, but you have to weigh the cost, and it's one of those things. It depends on how much it costs. Where we are, when, you know, everything like that. The big thing is that I want to play Super Mario Odyssey. I just really want to play it. And, you know, guide, no guide, it doesn't matter. I'm just ready for it. Luckily for us, we get, in just a couple weeks, we're getting Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and that should hold us over pretty well. And there's also a lot of other good games coming out between now and then. So if you guys haven't seen the rumor, which at this point it is a rumor, it looks like the NPD sales results for July 2017 have been leaked. The Nintendo Switch dominated, and this is, if these numbers are to be believed, the Nintendo Switch came in at 222,000, right above the PS4, which sold 217,000, and then the 3DS right behind at 105,000. So this is really, really awesome as far as console sales. These things are selling very well, very fast, and although there are some in certain areas where people are like, oh, well, there's some here. You know, as soon as those people find those or they're reallocated somewhere else, they'll sell very quickly. There are a lot of people in the world that just are dying to get their hands on a Nintendo Switch. I know for me, it's almost that time to begin thinking about things like Christmas. So I'm going to have to go get my hands on a second Switch in order to surprise my son with that on Christmas. And it's going to be fun. Don't worry. You know, he's probably not going to watch this video. I'll make sure he doesn't, since I said that. But yeah, it's one of those things, you know, if you're looking for it or want this thing from Mario, Super Mario Odyssey, then you got to go ahead and start looking. You need to try to get your hands on it, and because as soon as they hit the shelves, they're gone. So it's just one of those things. Well, a game called Sparkle 2 Evo, if you haven't heard of it, it is pretty much a game where you play through, I guess, the evolutionary process of going from the smallest known entity or atom or whatever, and developing into bigger things by touching different, I don't know, I actually haven't played this game, but it does look pretty cool. I did watch some gameplay earlier when I saw this, and Forever Entertainment has announced this is coming to the Nintendo Switch this fall. So this game seems pretty neat. It's interesting and it's different, and it looks like one that might be a lot of fun to play. So if you are into games like this, which, you know, everybody on the Nintendo Switch right now are turning into like indie junkies or nindies, right? Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I am certainly. I love them, and this is one to jump right into and to play, and it's super, super awesome. So I suppose the question to you is, are you wanting to be able to play the Nintendo Switch on a big screen wherever you go, no matter where you are, for some period of time? And if that is something that you are interested in, you're going to love this next story, as this is something I've come across. There is a device called the Ojo, I believe it's OJO, and I'm going to say that that's what they're calling it, because, you know, if you were to sound out the letters, you know what I mean, and that thing we learned in school called English. But the Ojo aims to be the first dedicated Nintendo Switch projector, and this thing is a dock for the Nintendo Switch that has a projector built in. And recently, there's a few different places like Nintendo Life and I believe a couple different companies, and I read it on their site as they featured this. But they found this mini LED projector for the Nintendo Switch, and they actually got to play with it. And, you know, this is a projector that's the size, I suppose it's almost the same size as the normal dock. It's a little bit wider, so it will go into bags and backpacks and things like that. But this is a projector that it offers a 120-inch screen anywhere that you go, run well up to 4 hours of play and one charge. Has a 200 lumens light, which I understand that bulb, that's not a very bright bulb, but if you're looking to play this anywhere, it's probably going to be in a dark area anyway, if you're going to project this on a wall. And you know, this is in a prototype stage, so perhaps they'll, you know, give the option to get a more powerful bulb in this, but we'll see. I don't know. But this has a very good lithium battery in it. It has all the necessary ports. It has everything that you need. Stereo speakers built in so that you can listen. And so in theory, the idea behind this product is that you can play the Nintendo Switch wherever you are on the big screen, anywhere and everywhere that you go. So not only is it enough, you know, and the creators of this is eyes to be able to play anywhere on the go on the small screen. They want you to be able to, you know, project this onto a wall wherever you go and play. Now, no other console have I ever seen get peripherals like this and people working on things like this, and it's really, really exciting to see stuff like this coming through, because there's no other console where people would even consider stuff like this, and it's not even a possibility, which shows that the Nintendo Switch is really something special and a technology of the future for sure. Now, the thing about this, it looks like they the team at Yes Ojo said, we plan to go to Indiegogo for crowdfunding and expect to have 100K units sold next year. Our whole team have put a great deal of efforts and investment into this project, and we have strong confidence that the product will be successful. Now, this is one of those things. It depends on the cost, considering this is, you know, only 200 lumens. It does offer a 120-inch screen. However, you know, I had a 800 lumens projector, which I still wasn't that happy with. And this was, you know, this is one of those things. If it looks good, sure. There are ways to make that look good, to cast that picture and make it look really, really, you know, a quality picture, even though it might not be as bright. And perhaps that's what they're, you know, looking to do with this. But there's a video of them using this and playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on it. And it looks really cool. I have to admit, like, this product in itself, the idea of it is very interesting. And it looks like something that I would like to at least play with. Now, as far as spending big money or a couple $100 on this, I don't see that, because I'm perfectly fine playing on the screen. I do have a lot of buddies that if I go meet up with them, they have docks at their house. So if I have something on my Switch that we want to play over there, I could dock there. I also have 2 docks in my house, so I don't really need, I have no need for that. Not to mention, if I buy my son, you know, Switch for Christmas this year, that'll be 3 docks in my house. So pretty much covered there for televisions and things like that. But still, I will say this is a cool product, and there is certainly a market for it. There's certainly a market for people who would just like to, you know, go into a classroom at school or something like that on a break and just be able to pop this thing up on the wall. Now, whether or not this, you know, it's going to be bright enough, that's the question, right? But, you know, it stands to reason that they're going to release a product that's pretty good. This seems like something that's really cool, and we, you know, I can't preemptively tell you yes or no whether or not it's going to be awesome. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this daily news update. Thank you so much for watching. I certainly appreciate you. Be sure to like this video and subscribe below if you haven't already. Also, if you really want to help me out and help this channel grow, please hit that share button and share onto a social media site so that other people that you know that love Nintendo will also get introduced to this channel through you. And that would be super great, and it would be such an awesome help. Anyway, thank you guys so much again, and we'll see you next time.